Thank you for joining. In this video, we will go over 21 of the best stocks to buy for 2021, many of which are heavily tied to economic recovery prospects as the world fights back against COVID-19. Let's get started. 21. Many of are familiar with PayPal Holdings, the digital payment company. The stock price has more than quintupled, and some of the greatest investors have not even cashed out yet, with even more potential for growth. 20. Castle Biosciences. Castle Biosciences, with a ticker symbol CSTL, is a company headquartered outside Houston that has developed proprietary tests for skin and eye cancers. Castle shares began trading only a year and a half ago and have since shot up 262% from their initial public offering, IPO, price of $16. 19. IEC Electronics specializes in devices for the medical and defense sectors, and business has been booming. IEC also belongs among the best stocks to buy for 2021 because of its potential as a takeover target. 18. Hilton Worldwide Holdings. Demand is expected to pick up as the pandemic fades. There's no denying the virus's damage to Hilton, on track to report a 50% decline in sales and a 64% drop in earnings for 2020. But Wall Street analysts expect earnings to gain ground in 2021. And a cash pot of $3.5 billion will see Hilton through. 17. Alibaba is booming. Revenues have more than tripled in 3 years. The stock is booming too, but its continued upside potential makes it one of the best stocks to buy for 2021. 16. Pinterest, where the user experience is about finding and providing inspiration. How do they make money? From advertising. Users can buy items with just a few clicks. Pinterest still operates in the red, but it could be one of the best stocks to buy for 2021 when Wall Street analysts expect it will start generating profits. 15. Twilio enables businesses to integrate text, chat, email, voice, and video into products that boost customer engagement. Automatic text notifications for appointments, say, or communication between Instacart shoppers and hungry families. Twilio benefits from the accelerated digitization of business brought on by the pandemic, and it's diversifying its customer base. Though profits are still scarce as Twilio invests in growth, the communications firm is well positioned to meet sales growth targets of 30% plus in each of the next 4 years. 14. Upland Software, based in Austin, Texas, which offers digital tools for companies to manage their customer base. This small cap might be one of the best stocks to buy for 2021, but it's risky. Namely, profits are still elusive. However, Upland has more than 10,000 customers, and revenues rose in the most recent quarter by 35% over the same period last year. 13. Internet home goods retailer Wayfair beat expectations for results in the most recent quarter by almost any measure. Wayfair has 10 million more active customers than it had a year ago. Repeat order volume as a percentage of total orders is now 72%, up 6 percentage points from the third quarter of 2019. Longer term, accelerating store closures in a fragmented industry will drive more sales online. 12. One is Microsoft, MSFT, the world's largest software maker. Microsoft's earnings were in a rut between 2011 and 2017, but since then they have nearly doubled. A big reason is cloud computing, which has become the firm's largest source of revenues. If you're looking to pad your portfolio with blue chips, MSFT could be one of 2021's best stocks to buy. 11. Stryker's medical devices range from implants used in joint replacements and spinal surgeries to surgical equipment and navigation systems. New patient demand remains in question as long as COVID-19 infection rates remain high, but hospitals are adapting their infection prevention protocols, and the rate of elective procedures has started to accelerate. 10. Tennant produces professional-grade floor scrubbers. At $60,000, the scrubbers cost 4 times as much as a human-powered one, but the savings in labor costs are huge. Following a tough 2020, Wall Street analysts expect 19% earnings growth in 2021. That should help put it among good stocks to hold on to for the year to come. 9. UPS can succeed in multiple pandemic scenarios. A vaccine-supported economic snapback is the best case, leading to a strong rebound in business-to-business deliveries. There is a potential for price hikes in 2021, given capacity limitations in the industry generally. And cost-cutting efforts at UPS are boosting profit margins. 8. The COVID recession wasn't as damaging to the banks as initially feared. This brings us to Bank of America, whose shares have been rallying hard since March 2020, yet they still remain at 2017 levels. It's as if the great market boom of the past 4 years never happened. In a market starved for value, financials could be among some of the best stocks to invest in during 2021. As one of the largest banks in the world, Bank of America stands to capitalize on that trend. 7. Chipmaker Intel moved in the opposite direction of Nvidia in the past year, falling 16.3%. Intel looks like an unusual tech bargain, however, with a forward price-earnings ratio of 11 and a 2.6% dividend yield. 6. JPMorgan Chase. Low interest rates have reduced the bank's net interest income, the difference between the interest it earns from lending money and what it pays depositors. But record revenues in 2020 from investment banking and trading have been a boost. JPM is well positioned for an economic rebound and could join Bank of America as one of the best stocks to buy for 2021. 5. LyondellBasell had a brutal 2020, never sniffing a positive return from day one. It's primarily in the business of selling plastics and petrochemicals, but it also has a large refinery business that makes gasoline, diesel fuel, and jet fuel. We'll see if this is a blip or if it represents a sustained shift in sentiment. But regardless, LYB is a cheap stock showing strong momentum, and that puts it on strong footing to be one of 2021's top stocks. This brings us to number 4, along the same lines. Dow looks like an excellent stock for 2021. Dow has been ripping higher since March and recently hit new 52-week highs. But it could be one of the best stocks to buy for 2021 because as the world starts to look a little more normal next year, that trend should continue. 3. Enterprise Products Partners LP owns a sprawling network of energy infrastructure it would take decades to duplicate. The Biden administration will be a lot less friendly to new pipeline construction, which paradoxically helps established players like Enterprise Products. 2. Ares Capital Corporation is the world's largest BDCs with a market cap of a little over $7 billion. As business conditions improve, expect to see Ares push the dividend back to pre-COVID levels in a hurry, then keep raising it from there. 1. Oneok, a 114-year-old Tulsa natural gas refining and pipeline company that is tied for the most generous dividend payer on this list of 2021's best stocks to buy. And that's it for this video. Please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe so you won't miss out on the latest trends in the stock market.